I hereby call the meeting of the Brockton City Council for Monday, October 26, 2020 at 7 p.m. to order. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, councilors, and I'd just like to remind everybody that all our city council meetings are held in accordance with state COVID-19 guidelines. Mr. Clerk.
So we have acceptance of the city council minutes of October 13, 2020 meeting.
Accepted and placed on file.
Have the report of the finance committee for its meeting of October 19, 2020.
Accepted and placed on file.
Have the appointment of Ryan Burke of 81 Rockford Street, Brockton as a trustee of the War Memorial for the City of Brockton for a 3-year term.
Referred to finance.
Have a communication from the Director of Information Technology requesting additional funding in the amount of $150,000 to cover unanticipated communications and telephone expenses after the centralized consolidation of cellular and GPS accounts.
Accepted and placed on file.
Have communication from the mayor recommending the same.
Accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the CFO relative to the same.
Accepted and placed on file.
Have a communication from the chief of police requesting authorization to expend grant monies related to the 2020 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant awarded to the City of Brockton as a sub-recipient of the Plymouth County JAG project in the amount of $68,703.
Accepted and placed on file.
Communication from the mayor recommending the same.
Accepted and placed on
We
file.
have a communication from the CFO relative to the same.
Accepted and placed on file.
We have an ordinance repealing Section 17-156 of the revised ordinances of the City of Brockton. Be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Brockton as follows. Section 17-156 of the revised ordinances of the City of Brockton is repealed in its entirety. In Council, August 24, 2020. Read and refer to the Standing Committee on Ordinance. That report was favorable. In Council, October 13, 2020, passed to a third reading by a hand vote.
The question is on ordination by a roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please read the roll.
Asak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
No.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianieri?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Mendez?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Nicastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
No.
Thompson?
Yes.
9 in the affirmative, 2 in opposition.
The ordinance is ordained.
Have the appointment of Kenol Helas, 13 Enterprise Street, Brockton, as a constable in the City of Brockton for a term of 3 years. In Council, October 13, 2020. Read and refer to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on confirmation by a roll call vote. Madam Clerk.
Asak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianieri?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Mendez?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Nicastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
That is confirmed.
We have the appointment of William Wells of 116 Richmond Street, Brockton, to the Diversity Commission for a 3-year term ending September 2023 in place of Jacob Tagger of 122 Intervale Street, Brockton. In Council, October 13, 2020. Read and refer to the Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on confirmation by a roll call vote. Madam Clerk.
Asak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianieri?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally?
Yes.
Mendez?
Yes.
Monahan?
Yes.
Nicastro?
Yes.
Rodriguez?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The appointment is confirmed.
We have the appointment of Emiliano, LeGrand, Chery of 98 Southfield Drive, Brockton, as a constable in the City of Brockton for a term of 3 years. In Council, October 13, 2020. Read and refer to Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on confirmation by a roll call vote. Madam Clerk.
Asak?
Yes.
Cardozo?
Yes.
Cruz?
Yes.
Ianieri?
Yes.
Farwell?
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
Yes.
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The appointment is confirmed.
We have an order from the mayor in accordance with the requirements set forth in 963 CMR 2.00, appointing the following members to comprise the school building committee for the Huntington School Roof Replacement Project. Aldo Petronio, CFO, Brockton Public School, Chair and non-voting member. Robert F. Sullivan, Mayor, non-voting member. Mark D'Agostino, Ward 3 School Committee member, a voting member. Michael Thomas, Superintendent of Schools, not voting member. James Pluff, Interim Superintendent of Buildings, voting member. Ozzie Jordan, Community member with construction experience, voting member. Dennis Ianeri, Ward 3 City Councilor, voting member. John Lander, Principal of the Huntington School, non-voting member. And Matt Stanton, Community member, voting member. Pursuant to Section 60 of the City Charter, these appointments are submitted to the City Council for confirmation. In Council, October 13, 2020, read and refer to Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on confirmation by roll call vote. Madam Clerk?
Asek,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianeri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
Yes.
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The committee appointments are confirmed.
An order of appropriation of $150,000 from taxation and estimate receipts, $120,000, and unappropriated estimate receipts, $30,000, to Parks Department, other contract services. In Council, October 13, 2020, read and refer to Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please read the roll.
Asek,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Yes.
Ianeri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
Yes.
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted.
An order of appropriation of $80,000 from the Department of Justice Office of Community-Oriented Policing Services Fiscal 20, COPS Office Law Enforcement Mental Health and Wellness Act Program Grant to the Police Department Fiscal 20, COPS Office Law Enforcement Mental Health and Wellness Act Program Fund. No match is required. In Council, October 13, 2020, read and refer to Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please read the roll.
Asek,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianeri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
Yes.
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted.
Ordered appropriation of $4,700,000 from the Department of Housing and Urban Development Lead Hazard Reduction Grant to Mayor's Office Lead Hazard Reduction Grant Fund. This is a required match of $400,000 that will be used from the CDBG funding. In Council, October 13, 2020, read and refer to Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please read the roll.
Asek,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianeri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
Yes.
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted.
Ordered an appropriation of $8,628 from the Mass Department of Public Health, Bureau of Substance Addiction Services, BSAS, Fiscal 2021, First Responders Naloxone Grant to Police Department Fiscal 2021, First Responders Naloxone Grant Fund. No match is required. In Council, October 13, 2020, read and refer to Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by a roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please read the roll.
Asek,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted.
Order an appropriation of $1,000 from Southern New England Brotherhood Ride, Inc., to Police Department. No match is required. And Council, October 13, 2020. Reading referred to Standing Committee on Finance. That report was favorable.
The question is on adoption by roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please read the roll.
Asak,
Yes.
Cardozo,
Yes.
Cruz,
Yes.
Ianieri,
Yes.
Farwell,
Yes.
Lally,
Yes.
Mendez,
yes,
Monahan,
Yes.
Nicastro,
Yes.
Rodriguez,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
11 in the affirmative.
The order is adopted.
Order an appropriation of $68,703 from Plymouth County Youth Department of Justice, Fiscal 20 Justice Assistance Grant, to Police Department, Fiscal 20 Justice Assistance Grant, JAG Fund.
Referred to finance.
We have an order of appropriation of $150,000 for an unappropriated estimate receipts to Information Technology Telephone.
Referred to finance.
Madam President, make
Councilor
a
Monahan.
motion for a late file?
Second.
Motion's been made and probably seconded for a late file. All those in favor? Those opposed? The late file, Mr. Clerk.
Put it in the box at the back here. That's going to be the one for the mayor. We have a resolve to invite the mayor to come before the committee of this council to discuss what has taken place to replace Bob Mealy as executive director of the Parking Authority.
Referred to finance. I also have a late file if no one has any objections.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor? Anyone opposed? No.
We have the reappointment of Kenneth Galligan of 25 Bethesda Drive, Brockton, to the Traffic Commission pursuant to City of Brockton Ordinances, Section 466, for a term of 3 years. Prior term ended September 2020.
That will be referred to finance.
That's about it.
Thank you. Any councilors' recognition? Councilor Cruz.
Thank you, Madam President. I just want to let the members of the Ordinance Committee know Thursday, November 5th at 6:30 in this chamber, we'll have an ordinance meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Fowler.
Madam President and members, I would just like to ask a moment of silence for Eugene Franciosi, who was a longtime teacher here in Brockton, principal, I believe, at West for a while. I know Councilor Ianieri and I worked with him for many years, and we send prayers and condolences to his family. Thank you, Madam President.
May you rest in peace. Councilor Lally.
Madam President, I would just like to announce for the members of the Real Estate Committee that we'll be meeting Wednesday, October 28th at 5:30 p.m. in Council Chambers. And additionally to members of the council and the folks at home, on Thursday, October 29th at 2:30 p.m., there will be a dedication of Ray Zuckerman Way, a little ceremony, about a half an hour, held at the corner of Elsie Road and Brookfield Drive. This council was, the body that approved the dedication. It's only fitting that, we get invited to go. So I appreciate your support on that measure, and I hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you. Great job on getting that dedicated, which, as I know, the Zuckerman family will be greatly appreciated. Councilor Ianieri.
Thank you, Madam President. I want to announce to the members of the Accounts Committee that we're going to have a meeting on Monday, November the 16th, 2020 at 5:30 p.m. Again, Monday, November 16th at 5:30 p.m. I've already talked with the interim auditor, Anne Marie, and she will confirm that with you as well. If we don't have it here in the council chambers, we'll have it in the GIR room, and if we do, we'll maintain our distance and definitely wear our mask. That's November 16th, 2020 at 5:30 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Cruz.
Thank you. I'd like to also ask for a moment of silence. Today was a funeral for a longtime Brockton City Councilor, James Brother Monahan, passed away. He was a councilor in this chamber, had a very very trying time in the city in the late 70s and early 70s, and did a great job representing the people of the whole city, and I'd like to send our wishes to his family. Thank you.
May you rest in peace, amen. Any other counselors? Sorry. Oh, sorry, Counsel Castro.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Two things. On the website of the city is a release by the Brockton mayor urging caution for Halloween. It's kind of long, I won't read it, but it's important that residents, especially parents, get a look at this to understand where the mayor is at about Halloween, what his concerns are and what his suggestions are. And he references both his own suggestions and also those from the CDC and the state. Secondly, early voting is taking place at the mall today through Friday. And there's also a list of the hours it's taking place each day on the city website. I want to remind everyone that Tuesday, November 3rd is Election Day, and the polls will be open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. There have been 2 polling location changes. Ward 2A, which normally voted at the Douglas House, will be voting at the Barrett Russell School, 45 Oakdale Street, and Ward 4A, which usually voted at Emmanuel House, also known as Connemara Senior Living, will be voting at the Gilmore School, 150 Clinton Street, along with Ward 4B. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Counselor. No other moments of recognition. With no further business before us, this meeting's adjourned.